Are you curious to know why some of your team members perform like gold medal Olympians and others function like aliens from another planet? You'll discover the answers when Sheila Glazoff offers you tips from her remarkable book, What Color is Your Brain? You'll immediately benefit from Sheila's fun and fascinating approach, which simplifies the complex nature of your personality traits and talents. During Sheila's program, you will learn how to recognize and value your management perspective about scope, cost, time, and quality. Understand your team members' and clients' distinctive point of view, communicate effectively, and resolve conflicts quickly. Minimize frustrations and maximize cooperation while monitoring and solving problems. Keep your energy up and your stress down when mitigating risk issues. Decrease the hassles and increase the harmony in your workplace and at home. Sheila's energy and enthusiasm are contagious. Her innovative programs and books have won her praise in conference rooms and classrooms in the U.S. and around the world. Encouraging adults and children to recognize and respect the best in themselves and others is the essence of her workshops and her books. Sheila is an award-winning and internationally known author, personality expert, passionate educator, and professional speaker. She's appeared on and been interviewed by numerous TV and radio stations, magazines, and newspapers in the U.S. and internationally. Today's Chicago Woman newspaper selected Sheila as one of 100 women making a difference. The Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation benefits from every book Sheila sells. Now, get ready to work smarter, communicate better, stress less, and laugh often. What color is your project manager brain?
Okay, now I hope the bottom of the screen removes itself. Thank you to PMI and the chapter, and thank you to all of you for being here this morning. Oh, I don't want to have my back to you. So first of all, the yellow people want to know what you're going to do today. So here's the agenda. You're going to determine your project manager brain color. So when you fill your form out, this is not how you are personally. This is how you are as a project manager. Or if you're studying to be a project manager and you're going for your PMP, then know that this is how you are professionally, not personally, because everyone sort of tends to do it personally. Learn practical applications you can immediately transfer and apply to your workplace. You're going to become a brain color expert. I always tell the kids they're the experts so quickly. And your handout is there. So you have a handout. And then you have a little evaluation on the back. I like to tell people this is a tool for your tool bag. This is not the end-all. This is not the be-all. Some of you have already taken a Myers-Briggs type indicator. This is just an extra tool in your tool bag. And really what it does is it helps people learn to appreciate and understand one another and accept who they are. Because sometimes it's really hard. I had a conversation with a man today at the book table. He's having a really hard time with one of his colleagues. Well, sometimes you're just standing on a different corner. So that's what you're going to learn today, is understanding, appreciating where people are in their perspective. I like to tell people this is an instant personality decoder. You can talk to someone and you figure out what their brain color is immediately because you're going to learn all those cues this morning. And you're going, oh, that was so easy, I get it. And that's what I like to give you, something simple, because our lives are very complex. PIN numbers, passwords, all the things, projects that you're working on. I want to give you something that's really simple and easy. It comes from Jung, the 4 Jung personality types. Myers-Briggs, how many of you have ever taken a Myers-Briggs type indicator? A lot of people in the room. How many of you are like I am? I can't remember my Myers-Briggs. I'm dyslexic. Too many numbers, too many passwords, too many PIN numbers, letters, whatever, and then they always want you to change your password all the time. Who can remember all that? So I found it really is much easier to just do it with what color is your brain, which is a non-judgmental language to express your feelings and your behavior. It's not an excuse for inappropriate behavior, but it's a wonderful, easy way to communicate. Last night, my husband was really upset about a project, and he said to me, I'm green wet paint, which you're going to learn about. And he didn't have to say anything else. No explanation. I got what he was talking about. This is wonderful because this is a tridge, a wonderful tridge in Midland, Michigan. I used to teach creativity at Northwood University. This is actually a tridge in Midland, Michigan, three-sided bridge. So I like to tell people what color is your brain is a tridge. You can use it in your workplace, in your home, and also in the community. So it allows you to be flexible and say, oh, I'm working for the Cub Scouts, I'm working for the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Community Chest, whatever it might be, and I'm on a committee. Now I have a project with them. Now I can transfer my project management information to wherever you are, get in your community or to your home, because if you're a mom, grandmoms, we know we manage the families. That's a big project management job, right? So here you are as a PMI expert. Just what Angela and I were talking about. You're standing on a different corner. So obviously the yellow is going to see something different than the orange or the blue or the green. So remember, you're just standing on a different corner when you see things. It's your perspective. My perspective from this point of the room is going to be very different than standing on the other side of the room, or the fellows who are standing in the back. So depending on where you're standing, that's why you have to be more understanding of your team, because they're standing someplace else. And understanding has the word standing. So remember, when you're trying to be understanding of someone, you're standing on a different corner. This is about your strengths, your attributes, and your abilities. So if you look at this really thick chain, here's just a little tiny thread that's holding them together. It's not your weaknesses, it's your idiosyncrasies. We all are idiosyncratic. I used to be a redhead. We're very idiosyncratic. We're very unusual people. And so I don't think of it as a weakness. I think it is just as an idiosyncrasy that I have. So if you think about it that way, you're not looking at somebody's bad habits or bad attributes. It's just idiosyncratic. And then we're able to laugh at ourselves. When we have a bad day, then you just are able to laugh at yourself because we all have these idiosyncrasies.